Hey guys, Jim here with Hunting, Fishing, Praying. Hope you've had a happy Monday. I know I've been back to work after a long week of being off for the Thanksgiving holiday, and enjoyed the time with family. Got to eat a few really good meals and just spend some time being thankful for everything we've been blessed with. And got to do a little bit of hunting. I hope you guys have too. If you've been hunting and had some success, share down in the comments. Let us know. And hunting sort of plays a part in what we're going to talk about tonight on the video. 1970s models case knives. And the relationship of that being, find them in the wild. That's what I like to do. Most of the knives in my collection, I do buy a few new knives. I do order a few here and there, but a lot of the knives in my collection I've found. Some have been in pretty good shape, some in not so good shape. Need to be cleaned, they have rust issues, maybe some tuning and sharpening, and you guys know, right? You buy an old pocket knife, and I've been in the pursuit, it seems like, of these 1970s models case pocket knives. Find a few here and there, and it just, every time I would be at an antique store or a pawn shop, that's what I would be looking for, those 70s eras case pocket knives. The steel was fantastic. It's just a quality built knife with the snap, the walk, the talk. Finding them in the wild, just like deer hunting, right? You're finding things in the wild. Sometimes we're successful and sometimes we aren't. But that's sort of the theme tonight, are those 70s models case pocket knives. I'm going to share a few with you tonight. Hopefully I don't get too twisted up over my words and all these model numbers. You can see all the dots, but we're going to have some fun, and let's talk about some 1970s models case pocket knives, y'all. Guys, welcome back to the channel. And before we get going tonight, just give you an idea of what's in my pocket. I made a post about a pocket knife I had won at my wife's Dirty Santa little game that we play at her family's. Just a bunch of guys exchanging gifts. Most of them are pocket knives, and China-made knife, guys, and nothing wrong with a China-made knife. I know a lot of guys carry them. They're still warranty. They're still good blades. This is that canoe pattern. I've got a Stockman that was gifted to me a couple years ago as well, and took a little bit of tuning to get the snap into it, cleaned it, touched the edge up. But this one, guys, the walk and talk on this thing was excellent. I mean, just snap. I've not had to do anything. The edge was tremendous. It's been a really good carry. It's been living today in this little hitch and timber pocket organizer, little card organizer that I've got. It lives there. I keep a few business cards, and if y'all do these Fisher Space pens, I love these things. They write in the worst conditions and just fit right here. I'm up in the process of upgrading some leather stuff with some different folks in the community. But yeah, that's where this pocket knife has been living today. I know a lot of you guys like Opinel. I really like them. These are some fantastic knives. This one was a birthday present from my youngest daughter. I like a hawkbill, guys, a pruner hawkbill. And this is the Opinel pruner. Man, it's just sharp as a razor. Fits the hand good. You can tell the ergonomics there if you were pruning or cutting. Use it today, open a few packages, do some cutting and some things, and it's razor sharp. I'm going to increase the diameter of this hole to put a leather lanyard in. But yeah, if you guys don't have one of these, pick one up. They're out of the box, sharp as a razor. A great little EDC knife, as like most of y'all know, most of the Opinel stuff is, and really, really happy with that. Just the same wallet I've been carrying, hoping to make some upgrades in this too, with some upgraded leather work. I can't sing the praises of this little O-Light enough. This Midi Baton, or this Baton 2, super bright. I've had this thing 4 or 5 years, still on the same battery. It's rechargeable. You can tell it's definitely had some pocket wear. I had a clip at one time, finally broke it, clipping it on my hat, my jeans, just carrying it in the woods, just using it every day. Just a fantastic light. I had actually left this at a flea market on a knife counter down in Georgia and didn't realize it till I'd gotten home and turned the house upside down for it and reached out to those folks and said, hey, did you find a light? Described the light to them, and couldn't believe it. The light was still there. They were so kind to return that light to me. It was a Christmas gift from my kids. Like I said, it's in my pocket every day. But man, it's amazing how you don't realize how much you miss things like this in your EDC until you just don't have them, right? Zebra pen, just toss that in the pocket quite a bit. The keys to the 2500 Chevy, like a rock, right, Brother Dwayne? Chevy country up there in Kentucky, Tennessee too. Got this little Night Eyes key tool I keep on here. Just a great little, just whenever you need something to pry, scrape, pull, open, there it is. It's an awesome little tool. But that's what's in the pocket today. So let's talk about finding them in the wild. Let's talk about these case pocket knives. And I know a lot of y'all, we order some knives, right? eBay, different places. We order new knives, we pick them up. But to me, there's no greater satisfaction than finding a case pocket knife, if that's what you're looking for, and being able to breathe some life back into that thing. A good cleaning and sharpening the blade. Some of them we put up, some of them we carry, and to find those knives like that at a good price and a diamond in the rough and bring them back to life, to me, there's no better feeling. And that's what a good part of my 70s models case pocket knives are. I may need my little Zippo magnifier. I don't know if you guys have one of these. I picked this thing up. I think this might be from the 70s. I don't know, but maybe some of you guys know if you all have these. But these are really handy little Zippo magnifier. May need that to see some of these dots on these knives tonight. But how can we do a video about 70s models pocket knives without a 70s model Zippo? Mack truck, 1978, I believe, with those slashes, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Great shape, great little lighter, 1978 Zippo Slim. And just a fantastic little lighter. So we're true to form, right? We've got a 1978, 1970s era Zippo to talk about some awesome 1970s era pocket knives. So let's start off with, it seems to be the theme right now, right? Full-size folding hunters. I picked this up at a pawn shop in Cobb County, Georgia, I think. I had gone in to look at this pocket knife, and I couldn't haggle with the guy. I couldn't, they didn't want to budge. And guys, this thing, just a little more, this thing was so rusted up, you couldn't even read what the dots were. Now, I've got some oil on this thing, but this is an 8 dot, so it's a 72, but you couldn't even read what it was. Couldn't even read what the model number was, but brought this thing home, cleaned it up, oiled it. Overall, the knife's really in good shape. The blade is there. There is no wiggle in this knife. And this thing is like a gator. The snap is there. This is the wood handles. I don't have a lanyard in it yet, but just I touch the edge of it up. I mean, this I've not carried this, but not to say that it won't find some pocket time. You can tell by the steel, just tremendous. Some of that great case carbon steel. Yeah, just a fantastic 8-dot case, full size folding hunter. A doctor's knife. This is a 7-dot little doctor's knife. A little bit of oil there. So, story behind this knife, I found this in a pawn shop in Murfreesboro. I go to a lot of pawn shops, guys. I don't know if you do or not, but brought this thing home, and the badge fell out. And I know that's a common thing, but the more and more I looked at the knife, looked a little closer, it wasn't the right badge. Make a long story short, I reached out to Case. They wanted me to send the knife back. They would give me a gift card for a new knife. I didn't want a new knife. I wanted the badge fixed. And finally they said, hey, send the knife in and we'll put new scales with a new badge on the knife. I said, okay, that's fine, but I want the blade. I don't want a new blade. I don't want anything. They said, that's fine. We'll just change the scales. I'd made a post on this, I think, on Instagram a while back, but I was so happy when I got this back. Now, it took about 3 months for all that to happen. But new scales, all right, new badge, but my old doctor's knife that I picked up, everything else the same, that good case carbon steel, sharp as a razor, 7-dot, 73. Great find. Great 70s model pocket knife. This is one that I got at a flea market in Cleveland, Georgia, just right outside of Helen, Georgia. We'd been doing some traveling for our anniversary, went down there and bought several knives from this guy. And here again, it had a lot of rust on it. Got the rust off, did a little polishing, a little cleaning. Guys, I don't know about you all, but I'm okay with some patina. I'm okay with a little bit of pitting. I don't want to take too much metal off. I'm not trying to get these knives to be in new condition again. I want them to be as good as they can. Old pocket knife needs to be an old pocket knife, but I do want the rust off. And these carbon blades are definitely something you have to maintain. I believe this is a 2-dot, 78 case canoe. I'd done a short on this, one of my best viewed shorts. The main reason I picked this thing up is this bone. I believe this is I don't know if it's a green bone or a dark red bone. It just seems it takes on a different color sometimes when I look at it. I know that's crazy, but the bone on this knife was just absolutely, perfect. I got the rust off, cleaned it up, polished it, oiled it. Man, sharp as a razor, that good case carbon steel. Fantastic pocket knife, a great found in the wild case canoe. This is another one that I found, a slimline trapper. I found this. That is a 4-dot, 76 stainless steel. You still got the etching on the blade, tested XX razor steel. Now, I first thought this was an 80s knife, but I'm 99.9% sure this is a 70s pocket knife. And because the S's there's not like the Lightning S. It's just the standard script S. And it just does stay stainless. Not carbon, but stainless. This thing was in excellent condition when I found this. Got this one, like I said, in an antique store just north of Atlanta. The guy haggled with him a little bit. I knew I was going to leave with it when I saw it because it was in such great shape. Here again, a nice addition to a 70s case collection. This one's sort of near and dear to my heart, as they all are, right? But this is a 5 dot, and I'm a 75 model. So this is a 75 model Case Mini Trapper. This thing was in bad shape when I saw it. And the lady at the pawn shop, I bought this in right around Chattanooga, Tennessee. Um, she looked at that, and I said, "Man, can you do any better on this price?" And she looked at that. She said, "It's pretty rusted up, isn't it?" And I said, "Oh yeah, it's rusted up. Yeah, can you do any better?" I knew we could breathe some life back into it, but um, oh, man, I've carried this knife. This knife is razor sharp. It's got a little peppering here and there. Got the rust off. Did some buffing on these blades. A little cleaning. It is just. I mean, it is just. I mean, you could tell it's just a gator snap. I mean, this thing is just fantastic. I like this. It's a little bit different. It's got a pin blade on there. Just a fantastic pocket knife. And like I said, all these except for my canoe that I've shown you so far, these are all, well, the Folding Hunter is wood, the canoe is bone, and these others are the jig Delrin. So this is another knife. I found this close to home at a pawn shop in Knoxville. It's a different knife. It's a small Stockman. It was in fantastic shape when I got it. It did have a little bit of rust. It's a 78 model. I actually have the original box to it. This knife would have been pretty much mint if they had done a little better job storing it. You can see a little bit of here and there, some different places that it's got a little some pitting there where I've had to clean the rust. Didn't want to go too deep on it, but it's got a different model number. If y'all can see that or not, but 087 PE, 087 PE. I believe it's just a little more rare with that model number. Maybe you guys know more about that particular model number than I do. Had done a little research on it when I first got it, but a little small Delrin scales, a little small Stockman. It's a great addition to a 70s era case collection. We've got a jackknife. I had originally thought this might have been a pre-70s, but it's when I done some cleaning on it, it's 1 dot, so a 79. Delrin handles. It's been whittled on, guys. There's no doubt. I looked at that knife 2 or 3 different times, sort of like the Trapper. The guy had it for a while, and I know it had been sitting there for a while. Never could get him to come down on the price. And then finally I just stopped in and he said, "Yeah, I can do it." So it's been whittled on a little bit, guys, but it's just a beautiful knife, just one that I didn't have for my collection. And picked this up at an antique store in Bristol, Virginia. So a 1 dot case jackknife. Now we're getting, let's do these last 2 and I'll get to my 3 favorites. They're all my favorites, guys, but old Sodbuster, good old full-size Sodbuster. Fantastic knife. It's a 3 dot, it's a 77, carbon steel, full size. Guys, I'm telling you, sharp as a razor. This thing had definitely been somebody's work knife. I've carried it quite a bit, had to do quite a bit of cleaning to get the rust off, get the well, get the liners and everything cleaned. But full-size Sawbuster, mini Sawbuster, they're just some of my favorites, and happy to have picked this up at a pawn shop in North Knoxville. Got a good deal on it. It's a great addition to a 70s collection. And picked this up in Georgia. Cool knife. I've not got to do anything to it. No cleaning, no oiling, no sharpening. This is a slimline Trapper. The research I've done called it a farmer's knife. And the reason why is got your clip point blade and you got a spay blade on there. Carbon steel, yellow Delrin. Just a little bit of a crack there, but this knife has not been hurt. I don't know if it's been sharpened, guys, to be honest with you. you know, it's a 3.77. You know, the model number, if we can make that out, 32048 SP. So it's a 048 model, and the SP, I believe, is for spay on that spay blade. But fantastic knife, fantastic addition to a 70s case collection. And I know we're getting a little bit long, guys, but we're about to wind this thing up. I'm a Barlow guy, one of my favorite patterns, and these from the 70s are fantastic. I believe this one is a 9-dot case Barlow, carbon steel. You know, definitely seen some pocket time. This one has the Delrin scales on it, but fantastic. I mean, listen, just the walk and talk is just phenomenal. You just can't beat these knives. Sharp as a razor, great pocket carry. Definitely, this knife has definitely seen some pocket time, and a great addition. If you guys don't have one of these 70s era Barlows, they're out there, guys. They're out there. You just got to look for them. But found in the wild. I picked this up at a antique store up around Bristol, Tennessee, and just a fantastic pocket knife. And then probably my favorite out of this group, as far as being in great shape, another case Barlow. This is a 10-dot, 1970, and when I picked this knife up, I couldn't believe the condition it was in. I mean, it is just absolutely, it's just one of the most beautiful Barlows in my collection. And it's just I mean, just immaculate. The blades are in great shape. I don't know if this thing was carried much, if at all. It's got the red bone, and check out that bone, y'all. Just in great shape. Beautiful pocket knife. They're out there, guys. You just got to find them. But I picked this up at a flea market in Sevierville, Tennessee. We're just happy to have found it. Got a pretty good deal on it, but a great addition. So now, this is the last one. I bought this about a year ago. This is the razor knife. I believe this is the vault knife. Picked this one up. I paid quite a bit for it, guys. I can't tell how many dots are on there. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think this is a 8 or 9 dot. It's definitely, it's been through some stuff, guys. No doubt. But listen, I mean, the half stop, it is just still amazing. The walk and talk still on these old knives. Just great case carbon steel, sharp as a razor, no pun intended. This one does have the Delrin, but just a beautiful knife. I saw this laying on that shelf in that pawn shop, and yeah, we haggled around a little bit. I was leaving with it, guys. To find true to form era of that 70s era razor knife, I had to have it. So, guys, I know this video is running a little long. We covered a lot of knives. If you guys want to, if there's particular knives on here that you want to see that, you know, we might do some further videos on some of these, do specific videos if there's a pattern that you like, one better than another. Hopefully, I've not tongue twisted myself too much tonight and got these dates as close as I can. This is my 70s collection, guys. You know, what's your all's favorite year? Some of y'all had commented today. Do you have a favorite year? Do you have a favorite model? What's some of your all's favorite knives? Let us know. Let us know how your hunting season's going. We just appreciate I appreciate any of the feedback that you got. Happy to be a part of this community. Happy for the support that the channel's gotten so far. And yeah, just have one more thing in my pocket. My cross from Brother Dwayne. Guys, closing this video out, whatever you're carrying today, whatever your EDC is, whatever you're carrying that's not necessarily in your pocket. You don't have to carry it alone. Jesus died on the cross for us. And guys, we don't have to carry our troubles and our trials alone. I appreciate you watching the video. And until next time, this is Jim with Hunting, Fishing, and Praying. Thank y'all.